Late one April night, Medford police were called out to a gas station where a man had been hit by a car.
911 location of your emergency.
There's a man that's tried to assault somebody in a vehicle.
What they'd find out later is the victim was also a suspect. The car that ran the man over was one he had tried to hijack. But on scene, all police saw was an injured pedestrian.
And there's a man on his hands and knees crawling through the parking lot.
The would-be hijacker and injured victim, Matthew Huff, a man well known to police.
He was notorious for, he liked to fight with the police.
But Officer McDonald says he didn't recognize Huff right off the bat.
So I get out of my car and go to confront him, and he's crawling away. He tries to get up and he'll fall down. He tries to get up again and he falls down. And I'm telling him, hey, Medford Police, we're here to help you. Just hang tight.
Rather than waiting for the ambulance to arrive, Huff tries to get away.
And he crawls his way to one of the gas pumps,
where he reaches in and grabs a squeegee and uses it as a weapon.
Feel something hit me in the chest, and then I think I remember thinking just in a split second, did he just hit me with a squeegee?
Again, the officer tells Huff they're just there to help him.
And he just said, why? And there was just something in the way he said why that this is not right.
McDonald approaches again, but this time with his taser drawn.
I fire my taser at him, and he falls down, and to this day I don't know if I actually hit him and he fell down because of the taser or because he, fell down because he'd been hit by a car.
But Huff didn't stay down. Instead, he gets into a fight with McDonald and his partner, Officer Friend.
But it turns into a full-on brawl.
One that would eventually take another officer and a canine unit to stop. The whole ordeal, 7 minutes of nonstop fighting.
So it was just pure adrenaline that we were fighting, and he was still ready to go.
Huff later admitted to being on methamphetamines at the time. The physical violence left McDonald with some permanent injuries. Torn ligaments in his shoulder would require multiple surgeries and many physical therapy trips.
I ended up out of work for probably a year and a half.
During that time, police reviewed their tactics, and now when they approach everyone, it's with a different mindset, meaning more trainings and always having backup.
So I'm just not sure if there's more officers en route at the Chevron. It looked like they needed some help.
It really has kind of changed the way that we have to think about the situation.
Because McDonald says if other officers hadn't been there, it would have been a different situation.
If he had taken me to the ground, he could have easily killed me with his bare hands. He was big enough and strong enough and out of control enough.
Covering your news in Medford after dark, Caitlin Conrad, News 10.